Rhythms of the Land is a national music documentary featuring powerful voices and performances by Indigenous artists singing in their mother languages, recorded in landscapes of personal significance. Now, to learn more, we welcome Diantha Edmonds to share her interview portion, because the documentary is now a series of interviews that feature all of the artists who are spotlighted in this wonderful documentary. So, Diantha, good morning.
Ulasiak, good morning.
Good morning. How's the weather there in St. John's, Newfoundland this morning?
It's okay this morning. We don't have, there's no snow coming down today yet,
Oh,
but we have had a fair share.
we all have this, all of us here in Atlantic Canada. All right, let's put the spotlight on you. Let's talk about your episode of the Rhythms of the Land interviews. Yours is the very first one. What was your experience like making this?
It was truly such an honor to be part of the Rhythms of the Land documentary. I was very honored to be part of it. I wrote a new piece for it called, well, it was actually inspired by a magnificent sculpture by Nunatsiavut Inuk artist Billy Gauthier. And his sculpture is called The Earth, Our Mother.
And we're seeing some images of the documentary here. It is beautifully shot. We actually talked about, before the documentary was launched last July, we had an interview on our show talking about kind of the making of, there you are. And it's just so beautifully shot. And each artist is showcased in a place of personal significance. Where was your segment shot?
Billy's sculpture, The Earth, Our Mother, was the inspiration for my composition.
Okay.
And it is housed at the Rooms, which is the provincial art gallery here in St. John's, Newfoundland and Labrador. And so because I wrote my piece inspired by his work, connecting mother tongue to Mother Earth and what that means to Inuit, it was so important for me to be able to feature his incredible sculpture in our video. And so it was just a thrill to make from beginning to end, to be inspired by Billy's work, a fellow Nunatsiavut Inuk artist, to be able to express my love for the language and culture, and to share my voice as a classical Indigenous musician meant a lot to be part of that documentary.
Yeah, wonderful. And the music and art play a role in kind of reclaiming and revitalizing Indigenous landscapes and languages Indigenous languages in this documentary. How, like, the work that you do is all about that. Why is it important for you to continue to make art?
It is really important to me. I am not a fluent Inuktitut speaker. I am working on that. I have had encouragement and support from elders and teachers from Nunatsiavut. And my composing, my writing, and my singing is one of the ways that I work on the language and share the beauty of the language. I also sing with and help my 15-year-old daughter Annabelle with the language as well. And she sometimes performs with me to share Inuktitut in classical singing, because that is actually a part of Nunatsiavut Inuit history and culture. Classical music that's something very special about Nunatsiavut, and something I'm so honored to share on my breath in my work wherever I travel.
How beautiful that your daughter is now involved in performing. That's wonderful that it's being passed on to next generations. We only have time for one more question, so I'm going to ask you, Diantha, why do you want people to make sure that they watch this documentary?
I would like people to watch so that they can learn about the beauty of the various Indigenous cultures and languages and histories and artists and music that the documentary and the video interview series will highlight and showcase. And I can't say enough how honored I am to be a part of it. The work that the Office of the Commissioner of Indigenous Language is doing is so vital and important and beautiful.
Well, I'm glad to hear that from your perspective, because they certainly hit it out of the park with this documentary and now this series of interviews. Where can we watch your interview?
You can watch it online. If you go to the Office of the Commissioner of Indigenous Languages, you can see the Rhythms of the Land documentary, which is also playing on YouTube. And you'll be able to see some incredible interviews with other artists coming up.
All right, wonderful. Well, thank you so much for your time this morning, Diantha.
Nakumik, thank you.
Now, we're going to put our link on our website so that people can find all of that information from the Office of Indigenous Languages.